Good afternoon, church family. Today is Monday, the 2nd of August. Here we are, the last month of summer, and I hope that you have big plans and that you enjoy things. Really, as far as our church goes, the last huge event of summer was Vacation Bible School, which was last week. I so enjoyed last week with the kids and their families and all of our volunteers. I'm so grateful for those of you who participated, those of you who prayed. It was just a fantastic week. And it was even fun yesterday during worship to be able to celebrate Vacation Bible School through the video and through just the recognition of our volunteers, and also just the recognition of Corrigan and all that she did for our church. I'm just really, really grateful and excited over all that. But as with most church calendars, once you get beyond Vacation Bible School, you set your sights on new things. You set your sights on the new school year and all the things that go with that. And so that is about what we're doing. Before I do any of that, though, I need to give you an update. And this update has been, is kind of strange. It's been a while since we've talked about COVID-19 and any of those kinds of things. But I just need to go over a few things as we're seeing in our community a little bit of an uptick in those cases. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about the Delta variant, but a lot of people are talking about the Delta variant because that's what the talking heads on television are talking about. And so I don't know anything about that. I'm not even sure they're testing for that or not. They're just testing for COVID. And those who have it, and those who don't. I was speaking to a doctor friend yesterday. In fact, he was speaking to the whole deacon body as we were gathered together in our deacons meeting. And this physician said that it appears that those who have their vaccines are at least not majorly affected by this new uptick. Either they're not getting it or they're getting it in very mild symptoms. Those that are going to the hospital are those without it. Now, this isn't a public service announcement. I'm not carrying water for any administration. I'm not saying any of that at all. I'm just letting you know what was said in our deacons meeting as we try to get to the bottom of what's going on. We are watching the numbers, so we're seeing what's going on in our community. Right now, we are not recommending any changes in what we do as a church. We have moved intentionally slow, and so we will continue to move in that direction. Now, several of our Sunday school classes who all moved back to their original rooms yesterday, some of them have asked to move to other rooms, and we'll try to accommodate that. But as far as any kind of changes or anything like that, we're not recommending those right now. What we do ask is that if you have symptoms, or if you've been around someone who has tested positive for COVID, then we just ask that you make wise decisions as to whether you come and be a part of our congregation for that following week. So if you are running a fever, have any of those other kinds of symptoms, if you test positive yourself, please just stay away from us for a little while and just to be kind to your neighbors. If you feel the need to mask and socially distance yourself, you are absolutely free to do that here at our church. In fact, I'll ask all of our congregation, not to make anyone who is masking or distancing themselves, please let's not make them feel bad. What we're saying is this is an individual responsibility. We all are responsible for the Lord, and we're responsible to one another. And so let's not judge anyone for either of their decisions. Let's walk together through this. This may be a difficult time in the next few weeks, and so I'm just asking you, be courteous, be gracious, be kind to one another. And so mask and distance at your own pace and at your own discretion. If you see someone masked, I just said this, please recognize their wishes. If you see someone wearing a mask, don't run up, pull down their mask, kiss them on the lips, and give them a big hug. Obviously, they don't want that in their life. Now, I know we don't do that here at First Baptist Church, but I'm just using a funny extreme point to say that if you see someone wearing a mask and seemingly wanting to distance, don't crowd in on them. And then at the same time, if you see someone not wearing a mask and giving someone a hug, don't judge them either. We all need to get through this together, and so we just need to be as understanding as possible one to another. And so let's just not make the differences a thing. We don't need this kind of wedge in our church. So for those who want to eat meat, let them eat meat. For those who abstain, let them abstain. Those are Paul's words in 1 Corinthians. Now let me put them into today's standard. For those who want to mask and distance, let them mask and distance. Encourage them in that. For those who don't want to mask and don't want to distance, don't judge them either. Let's love one another for the sake of the gospel, for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of our church. And let's try to get through this together. So that's all my update on COVID-19. Things may change if things get so drastic, or if we have an outbreak in our church, or if any of those kinds of things change, then we may have to change our approach. But for now, we're going to leave this to the individual's discretion. It's just some announcements now. Following that, our church conference for the third quarter will be next week, August the 11th, on Wednesday evening at 6:30 in our fellowship hall. We have some things that we'll be going over, so please just come and join us in that time. We are a church that is congregational by intention, and this is the way that we exercise our congregationalism. So come and be a part of that a week from Wednesday night, August the 11th. And then our Hope Women's Ministry on August the 14th, which is a Saturday morning, is hosting Spick, Span, and Pray. Now, Pastor Aaron has made a joke about it on Sunday mornings. He said that come and exercise the spiritual discipline of both cleaning and praying, which is a funny way to say it. But what I want you to hear me say is that neither Pastor Aaron nor I have demanded that our ladies clean our church. And you need to hear that. This is something that our Hope Women's Ministry wants to do. They've seen some areas of neglect on our church campus, and they want to be a part of the solution. And they also want to pray together as they do it. So they are coming together to work in some areas that have been neglected on our church campus, and they're wanting to help. Gentlemen, if you'd like to join our ladies in cleaning and moving and providing help, then you are welcome to come. But just recognize this event is hosted by our Hope Women's Ministry team. And so y'all may avail yourselves of that. That is Saturday morning, August the 14th. I have a save the date for you, Sunday afternoon, August the 29th. It's the last Sunday in August. It's kind of a back-to-school, end-of-summer celebration. It will be held at Frank Lisk Park. The barn that we have previously rented was burned down over the past year. They have not yet built it, and so we will be outside under 2 pavilions. Now, it'll be a lot of fun, so long as it doesn't rain or it's not scorching hot. But I just want you to be aware that we're not going to be protected inside. Now, we'll try to have fans, we'll have plenty of drinks, those kinds of things. This is just a fun day on a Sunday afternoon for our church family, so please save the date. And then one final announcement. Our Old Testament survey will begin again on Thursday, August the 12th. And so next Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but the next Thursday, we'll begin again with Old Testament survey. So all of that's what's happening in August. I hope that you're excited about some of the things that are going on. If you have any questions, please email me, jcollier@fbcconcord.org, or look on our church calendar on fbcconcord.org. Call the church office. Call me, call Pastor Aaron. We'd love to give you more information as you need it. Thank you for being a part of our church family. Church family, I hope you know I love you. I'm so grateful to be your pastor. This past Sunday, actually Saturday, July the 31st, was 4 years since I came and preached a trial sermon, preached in view of a call to come to First Baptist Church. So we are rapidly approaching my 4-year anniversary with being with you. and it is as sweet today as it was on that very first day. Thank you for accepting us, Myra and myself. Thank you for loving us so well. Thank you for allowing us to lead you, and I love you. I'm grateful to be your pastor. Church, extended family, community folks, thanks for tuning in. I hope that you'll soon be a part of our church family. God bless you. Have a great day.